Good morning. Good morning. Hey, AJ, how are you? So nice to see you here. Hello. As you're coming in, let me know what's in your cup and what's on your hook. I got cords all over the place, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hi, Maribel. How are you? Hi, Daughter. So nice to see you. Coffee and a scarf. Ooh, what kind of scarf? Is it like made with regular yarn or chunky yarn or inquiring minds want to know? I'm putting away my work notebook. I had it tucked in beside me. I'm putting it away. Hi, Bella. Hi, Yarn Moods. Hello, everybody. So nice to see you guys. Oh, Yarn Moods got ice water in their cup. What's on your hook? I still have the same thing on my hook. I got the baby blanket. I'll be working on it after I get off of here. Hey, Sandy. So nice to see you. Hello. Ooh, Hobby Lobby hand-dyed yarn. Ooh, beautiful. Cool. Yarn Moon says, on the hook, a cocoon cardigan you're designing. Ooh, that sounds fun. I love that. Hi there, Laura. How are you? Hello, Mel. Oh, so nice to see you. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here, Mel. I'm a Mel, too. Good morning, Lacey. Hello. AJ says, in her cup is Powerade Zero and a baby blanket when I can crochet again. Oh, yeah, that's right. Ooh. How long, AJ? How long do you have before you can crochet again? My fingers would be itching. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Vicky. Still working on towel toppers and have a water in my cup. Yeah, after I finish the blanket, I got to get a few towel toppers in. And Lacey's working on my Lift Your Spirit shawl. That's pretty. And I'm sorry, it was Vicky who was working on the towel topper. Hi, Lori. So nice to see you. Working on the spider mosaic from last week. Oh, haven't you already made some of those, or is that I thought you made at least one or two, didn't you, Lori? Maybe I'm wrong. Ooh, drinking some cold brew pumpkin spice. Hi, Samantha. How are you? Daughter first says it says they have water and a mini crochet along and volleyball scrunchies still. AJ says not sure, hoping to feel up to sitting today. Hurt my back and my kidneys are messed up. Oh my gosh, ouch. Oh, I'm sorry, AJ. Well, I'm so glad that you feel up to joining me today. Last week, Yarn Hookers. Yes, last week, Yarn Hookers said is water in the cup. Yes. Yeah, we got a lot of people working on the mosaics. David, how are you? Ooh, Mel's working on a capelet. And Kathy Ann has coffee in her cup and working on some doll pillows. That's cool. Thanks, Samantha. So Samantha can't wait for Yarn Hookers tonight. We're talking hippie crochet tonight. Good morning, Cherie. How are you? Woo, fun. Okay, so those of you that are new to my chat, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it, and I love meeting new people, especially in this community. I just love this community, which is what this particular chat is about. I'm not necessarily going to teach you anything new. That's for Yarn Hookers tonight. That's the teaching moment. But what I like to do is just ask some icebreaker type questions so we can all get to know each other better. And I do a giveaway with every live. So what I do is I do a random giveaway. Nightbot select somebody in the chat. The caveat is you do have to have been active in the chat within the last 5 minutes. I usually in this chat right around 1 o'clock. So If so, just to let you know, it's usually about a 2 hour chat. It goes by fast. At least for me, it does. Hopefully, it goes by fast for you guys too, but not too fast. All right. So if you do win the raffle, then you can choose from. We have kitty head buttons. We have forest baby buttons. We have magical unicorn buttons. We have a 3-layer tassel. And then some red, blue, and kind of silver, I guess white. They're supposed to be white, but star buttons. There's some flower buttons. We have, woo, these are felt ball coasters. And then finally, we have got, I call these firefly buttons. Firefly buttons. So that's what we have for you to choose from if you win the giveaway. So, and I should be picking up a few more options today when I go for my grocery trip. All right, putting that away. Okay, so, and you guys, I found that if I try and scroll back and keep up with the chat, unfortunately, I end up getting You guys, so sorry about that. So, 5 minutes into my chat. And can everybody see me? Just making sure. Can everybody see me okay? Oh, Amy's in here asking questions. You guys. Yeah, no, I'm so sorry, Lisa. I'm so sorry. Can you guys see me? I can't tell if you can see me, so. Oh, yay, yay. Okay. I am so sorry about that, you guys. So my internet decided to reboot 5 minutes into my chat. So I'm so sorry. So yay. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I am so appreciative of that. Thank you so much. Um, Yay! Yay! Hi, Jen. Hi, Lisa. Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. Thank you for for chatting in the chat while you're waiting for me to come back. I appreciate that so much. Um, and I should have told Jamie something right away, and I'm sorry that I didn't. I posted it on my wall, my I guess community tab. Anyway, I'm back. So, what was I saying? So for me, if you guys haven't told me what's in your cup and what's on your hook yet, please tell me. I'd love to hear from you. Um, I have my normal coffee with Splenda and a sugar-free caramel syrup in it. And then on my hook, I still have my blanket. Oh, and you know what, you guys? The baby was born. He was born. My great nephew. Um, Hang on. I got pictures. I got pictures. I just gotta find them. Give me a second. Where's it at? Okay, I'm gonna share this one. So cute. Look, look, look. See, that's her with her new baby boy. So precious. So precious. Anyway, he was born on the on Wednesday. I don't even remember what date Wednesday was, but he was born on Wednesday. Yes, he's so. I know, babies. Anyway, I gotta hurry up and finish his blanket. Let me show you where I'm at on his blanket. So I'm gonna use the whole roll, or the whole, not roll. It's a skein, or skein. Whatever, tomato. But I gotta finish up this much of the skein. All right. This is where I'm at. I have to finish up this much of the skein. So I really need to get on it and get this done so I can send it to her before the baby's, like 23. But this is where I'm at with it. And if you guys don't know, I've used this. This is the third time I'm using this pattern. I really love this pattern. It's very forgiving of mistakes, which I'm a fan of. And it's a nice simple pattern. I really enjoy it. It's by Hooked by Robin, and she's got a tutorial here on YouTube. You just do a search for 12-point star, and it's the one by Hooked by Robin. But yep, that's what's on my hook still. Hello, Barbara. So nice to see you. I don't know his name, to be honest with you. It's funny because they texted me all this stuff, and nobody ever told me his name. And I should have asked, but I was just so excited about the little boy being here. I need to ask. In fact, you know what? While I'm on the phone, hang on just a moment. See here. What is his name? I'm going to ask. Because that's funny. I should have asked that question, but I was so excited about seeing the pictures. You know how that goes. I am sitting in my truck crocheting while my spouse is fishing. Oh, you've done that before either with me or with the yarn hookers, haven't you, Lisa? We just moved to a different location. I thought I lost all connections. No, that was me. It was my internet saying, hey, you know what? We're just going to do a little reboot. AJ says, LOL, I have some baby blankets for my goddaughters who are 3 and 4 now. Yeah, exactly. AJ says, sounds like my best friend's baby. He was born on the 2nd on her birthday, and she never gave me stats or anything. You just get so excited and you send all the pictures and stuff. Okay, Barbara. Well, I appreciate you being here and lurking. Thank you so much. Trying to organize my wall of DVDs and Blu-rays. Oh, gosh. I used to have a huge collection of DVDs. I only recently got something that could play Blu-ray. And then I don't need it that much because I stream most everything. I do have a few DVDs and Blu-rays left. There's some that I love and I want to have access to them, even if they go off the streaming networks. You know what I mean? Like Practical Magic is one of those movies I watch like once every couple of years. Oh, she may have told me. Hang on. Christopher. Okay, I'm sorry. She asked me, it's my sister-in-law. She asked me, the baby? The baby. And I said, yes, LOL. Or you could tell me some random stranger's name too. It's okay. With laughing face. All right, I'm done. I'm putting it away. I just wanted to find out the name. So it's Christopher. Oh, so Busy Bee. Hi, Busy Bee. So nice to see you. Is drinking coffee and eating strawberry crepes. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. I'm so excited to caught you live. I'm excited too. And congratulations on the new baby in the family. I know, I'm so excited. I love babies, love having babies in the family. I need to make him other stuff too, like a little cardie or something, you know? David says, hey, has anyone seen the other AJ lately? I've noticed his absence. I need to reach out. I don't know that AJ. But anybody, hi, Ursula. So nice to see you. Mwah. So nice to see you. Yes, fishing therapy for my spouse. That's awesome. So he gets his fishing therapy and you get your crochet therapy, right? Lori says, maybe they are still deciding on a name. We had one all picked out for our oldest, but he looked so much like my dad that we decided if we were going to had to decide if we were going to change it. We did change. I'm so glad we did. That's awesome, Lori. Yeah, it's funny whenever you get this name all chosen and then the baby comes and you're like, that baby looks like something else. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, oh, I found Firefly on DVD, so I can always have it. Yes. And Practical Magic, Mystic Pizza. Yes, there are so many. So when I move again, I'm going to move one more time. And then this place that I move into, that is going to be where I stay. Where I retire, where I stay. And then I think I might start to reacquire like my book collections and my DVD collections. And then I'm going to go to my mom's house and get my yarn stuff because I never stopped collecting that. Get the rest of my yarn stuff and then have that on display as well. I'm thinking about what I'm going to do is if I end up like a 2-2 or 2-1 house, because I don't need anything big. Just I'm looking for something a little bit bigger than what I have. Then I'll probably get a separate like shed that I'm going to turn into like an office plus yarn room, because I work from home too. So it'll be nice to have it separated so none of the animals go into it. And that way I won't have to bag up all my yarn, AJ says, I have not had any notification of his lives lately, Dave. Oh, okay. And San Diego says, I've not seen Navy Freak AJ for about a month on his channel anyway. Haven't been on many lives to see if he was there. Ginger says, I'm here just lurking and working on my hippie hat. Ooh, that's awesome. So you guys, both Julie and Ginger have created some hippie projects. They've made some stuff or currently working on it, but they have some nice hippie projects. Me, I'm still working on my baby blanket, you guys. I have been so slow in getting my projects done. So, yeah, you're just going to have to forgive me for that. But I will find some amazing projects to show you guys. Lori says, I have not seen the other AJs since he is active military and there's stuff going on. It worries me. Oh, that's a good point. Absolutely. Oh, my mom. So Bella's asking how my mom is healing. So my mom, and I meant to tell you guys this. So thanks for asking. So my mom did go to the doctors. She is establishing with it's funny, I got this little alfalfa sprout right here. Anyway, she is establishing with a doctor here in the area. She did just have a doctor down in Florida, but with all this stuff going on, she really needed to establish somebody here locally. So she's got a new doctor here. She met with her this past week. I think it was Wednesday. And this doctor told her that she is going to be a long time healing. She's moving forward, which is what we want. It's awesome. But it is going to be a very long recovery. So they said for every day that you're in the hospital on oxygen, you need to, when you get out, think about it's going to be about one week for every day that you were in the hospital on oxygen. And then every day that you're in ICU, you'll be 1 month on oxygen when you're out. So if she was in there for about a week and 1 day in ICU, so she's probably got another 3 to 4 months on oxygen all the time. She did get down from when she came out of the hospital, she was at 35 liters that they were giving her. She is down to I think 3 liters now, so it's much better. And the doctor did say, because she's on a CPAP machine. And they have to plug the CPAP machine into something that's giving her an oxygen mist with it. And the doctor did say she's probably going to have to be on that for the rest of her life. So that's how much damage that COVID did to her. And I believe she had the Delta variant because she got it. It began like a sinus infection. But yeah, so that's what's going on with her. But you know what? She's here with us. And I thank God for the technology that we have now to take care of this, and the knowledge that we have now to actually, she came through it and she's out the other side and she will heal. It's just going to take a very long time, Ooh, Tiger Dragon Girl's been doing cross stitch lately. Yeah, I understand that. You like changing up what you do. I used to do a lot of paper crafts. I just don't have room for everything anymore. So I chose my favorite, which is my yarn crafts. David says, it's the same for physical therapy. For every day you are immobile in the hospital bed, you need a week to recover your physical strength. I did not know that, but that makes a lot of sense. And you know this from what you've been through, right, David? Yeah, Lena, it is a lot, but you know what? I'm still thankful because if my sister-in-law, my brother just recently chose to move here and move in with my mom because of her surgery and just recovery and stuff like that. So chose to move here and move in with my mom. And if they had not made that choice, if he had not been living with her, if he had not gone out to get an O2 meter to check her oxygen levels and forced her to test it, she would have died at home and nobody would have figured it out until I went there on Sunday. So I can't even, just people are put in certain positions for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, Ambi. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And she appreciates it too. I tell her that you guys are all rooting for her and praying for her. Rose, hi, Rose's Crawfish. How are you? Or is it Crowfish? Maybe it's Crowfish. I like it either way. All right. So Rose says, I finished a border on a baby blanket and completed 2 baskets this week. What? That's amazing. I can't get a dang baby blanket done in like 5 weeks, but you can get that much done in 1 week. And I'm floored. That's so amazing. I need to really get on it. I'm been so behind on stuff. So you guys, let me ask the first question. Okay, so my first icebreaker question for today is, I'm looking for it. Oh no. All right, so my charging cord died on my I have to replace these every so often. They just decide they're not going to work anymore. And so right now I'm sharing charging cords between computers. I know, it's like I have all these things. My internet wants to reset, the power goes out in one of my computers. It's a sheep show. All right, it's going to come up here in a minute and I'll ask the question. We have an O2 meter and blood pressure meter at home just because of COVID. Yep, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. And I was so frustrated with Mom, because she had been sick and not feeling well, and she had this headache for days and just feeling horrible. And I'm like, go to the ER, and she wouldn't go. Oh, David had so much to do today. Publish a pattern, finish a shawl, write at least one blog post. Oh my gosh, you do have a lot to do. You're making me tired. Oh, I did. By the way, you guys, I don't know if I told you, I got my website back up. So if you guys want to go check it out, I'm trying to slowly move all of the stuff that I have on my Etsy shop over to my website. And so I'm working on that. And then right now my blog posts are more micro blogs, kind of focusing on some YouTube videos and kind of introducing them and stuff. Eventually I'll have something a little bit more insightful, but right now they're micro blogs. So it's hookedtotheleft.com. Yes, that's right. That's right, Ginger. Bye. All right. So this is coming back up, and I'll get back to that question. Oh, Lisa says, new idea for your yarn bowl. Plastic book bin from school supplies at Walmart. Now on clearance for $1 each. Ooh, good for skeins. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, let me find. Oh, okay. So here, and this might be a good one for David. So what's one project that you could stop doing to give yourself more focus? What is one project, and it doesn't have to be a crochet project, you could stop doing to give yourself more focus? And I like this question because I know a lot of us, we as creatives, because I know all of us are creative. If you're a crocheter, you're creative. So a lot of us as creatives, we get these ideas and we bounce and then we end up with like 20 things that we have going on at one time. And if we could just drop like a few of those, we could really get things moving forward. So what's one project that you could drop right now to get yourself more focused? Bella, I like your answer. Right? If I could drop my day job, but it pays all my bills. And honestly, I do love my day job. I do love my boss. Kind of drives me a little crazy sometimes, but he's working on that, and I'm sure I drive him crazy. So So Tiger Dragon Girl says, for scarves, I prefer loom knitting because it makes warmer scarves. Ooh, I didn't know that. And you know what? I have my loom. I have my, the hoops looms. And I've been trying to get a hat down on it, but I keep dropping stitches when I do that. So it was frustrating me, and I stopped that project, but I need to go back to that. But that's after the baby blanket's done, because I really need to get that baby blanket done. David says, I really like that question, but I don't feel like I'm organized enough to come up with a good answer. Oh, come on. Oh, Mel says housework. Amen to that. I told my daughter that when we move out of this little itty bitty place, because I would be so embarrassed to have somebody come here and try and clean this house right now, because it is a wreck. But when we move to the new place, we have this brand spanking shiny new house. I am going to have somebody come every couple of weeks and do a deep cleaning for me, because I am not a deep cleaning kind of girl. I do it. I clean. Don't get me wrong, but I'm more of a I'm okay with doing laundry. I'm okay with doing dishes and stuff. But the deep cleaning, the scrubbing, the getting the baseboards and stuff like that, I'm not as good at that. So I think I'm going to hire somebody to come and do that every couple weeks. Once we get into the new place, though, that's a couple of years down the road. But once we get into the new place, that's my plan. That's my plan. Bella says, same. I love mine too, but I could focus so much more on crochet, right, Bella? Right? Hey, David says, for scarves, especially scrap scarves, I have always loved the waffle stitch. Ooh, that is an awesome stitch. Do you do like fringe or tassels on your scarves? And David says to Mel, Quentin Crisp wrote that after 4 years, the dust doesn't get any thicker. Well, there you go. There you go. Unless you have animals. Trust me. I haven't found a new place. It won't be for a couple of years. I want to pay this place off completely so that I'm not, and then save a little bit more, so that I'm not tied to having to sell this place to get into the new place. Does that make sense? I want to kind of casually move from here to the new place and then put this place up for sale after we can do some work on it and stuff. So that's my thought. Carol says, I have a cleaning lady that comes in every 3 weeks. Yes. Right. So, and she does like the deep cleaning, right? Tiger says, engaging in my hobbies keeps me focused. I can see that. I use them to reward myself for getting housework done. That's awesome. Yeah, I just do my hobbies. I guess I'm kind of hedonistic that way. And Mel says, good to know, David, about the dust. AJ says, if I could sleep in a pill, I would give up. If I could sleep in a pill, I would give up sleeping. Yeah, you know what? I understand that, AJ, because I feel like, oh gosh, the things that I have to take a shower, I have to go to bed. I could do so much more if I didn't have to do those things. David says, I hate fringe and tassels. Busy Bee says, cooking and dishes. Yuck. Right? I know. I eat out a little bit too much. It's easier now that it's just the two of us because what we get is not that expensive. Ooh, you know what, Ro? I think we'll do Chinese for lunch because I told you it's cheaper to get it at lunchtime. Anyway, sorry. Kathy Ann says it's so worth it to have someone clean every other week. I'm retired but hate to vacuum the stairs and mop wood floors. Yes, and I just don't keep up with it. I'm horrible at it, you guys. So that's my plan. I think so. I think it's worth it. Mel, I really want you to know my realtor friend Lynn, honestly, because I am not licensed. I gain nothing if you work with him. No, I will. Once I decide to pull the plug and go forward, I am going to reach out. And I'll probably reach out to you again, David, just to say, hey, what's your friend's name again? And what's his website? And then I'll reach out to him. Absolutely. Because I want to stay in this area. So I'm looking between Waynesville and Franklin. That's the kind of the area that I like. And I'm even okay with just getting some land and putting a mobile home on it. I'm serious. To me, what's more important is the deck and the land. That's the most important thing for me. Yeah, we all have our priorities. So, or I'm fine with a brick and stick and brick or whatever home too. I'm good with that. I've seen some beautiful homes on Zillow that I watch, and I'm like, I shouldn't look at these anymore. I'm not in the position right now. Hi, Inga. How are you? So nice for you to join us. Ambi says cleaning. That's what she said. The question, you guys, if you're just, hey, Effie, hi. The question that I asked, if you're just coming in, which of course I still love to know what's in your cup and what's on your hook, but I also asked, what's one project that you could stop doing to give yourself more focus? What is one project that you could stop doing to give yourself more focus? And Ambi says, cleaning. Tiger Dragon Girl says, when I have trouble focusing or feel negatively, my husband will tell me to work on a project for a bit because he knows it calms me. Oh, it's so nice to have an understanding husband. That's awesome. I love that. And Ursula says, if I take my sleeping tablet too late, then the next day I'm so lethargic the next morning. Pills not worked out of my system yet. Yeah, you know what? I'm even that way with Benadryl. I have to be careful with that. Oh, and you know what? I have taken melatonin before. Never again. I took it once, and the whole next day I was useless. I was useless. And I took it at a reasonable time. So, but I was useless. I really was. David says also, when I go to Black Mountain in November for another men's fiber retreat, I really want to meet up. Ooh, that would be awesome. When in November, David? When? My daughter's birthday is in November. Lori says, I would suggest Freshly as a food option, but consider your problems with delivery to that house. It might not work. Right? Right? Because sometimes UPS will come up here, and then sometimes no. They're like, nope, not doing that. So, ADHA, yeah, no focus. I get that. I get that. Now is not a good time to make any major purchase if you believe in pundits, especially cars. If you believe the pundits. Yeah, no, I was thinking about it before everything happened. Then COVID happened, and right now it's a seller's market, so I certainly wouldn't buy anything. Although the cost of everything has gone down here to more reasonable levels, but I'm still personally I'm not where I want to be. So it's going to take a little bit, but I'll get there. Honestly, I think if I gave up a project, I would find something else as a diversion. I have not yet learned to unscatter myself. You know what? If you work scattered, then own it. There are some people that do amazing. They get so much done, and they're constantly hopping. I'm going to tell you, Ginger's one of them. She gets so much done. And if she's still lurking, she's like, what? Who said my name? If she's not, that's okay. But she gets so much done, but she does jump from project to project because that works for her. I am a little bit scattered, but when I realize that I'm getting too broad, I have to narrow my focus, and then I kind of reel it in. So, which is what I'm doing with my projects. You know what? I need to make a list of when I need to get things done. She's there. I knew you were there, Ginger. Lori says I would say cleaning, but I've already just quit cleaning. So, so yeah, right. AJ says that melatonin only worked for me for about 3 days. Then it stopped. It only lasts that long. Oh, really? Really? I took it once and I couldn't do it again. I was so useless the next day. Nope, couldn't do it. Okay. So the next question. Oh, Amby has a question. Go ahead, Amby. Vicky says, now you have to watch for all the flooded cars from Hurricane Ida to show up on car lots. Ooh, yes. Yeah. No. Honestly, I am one of those people, and a lot of people don't agree with this, but I am my car that I have now I bought used, but my next car I will buy new. But I buy it new, and I know that it depreciates dramatically when you take it off the lot, but I know what I've done to it, and I usually keep a car until it's like at 250,000 miles, and it is, I get my money's worth out of my cars. So, the pup just needed to go out. 30 seconds later, scritch, needed to come back in again. Yeah, right? Just need to go out and tinkle. I keep reading that this is a really awful time to buy a car. Good thing I'm not in the market, right? So Amby's question is, what is something you like that would surprise people? I am like an open book out here with you guys. What is something I like that would surprise people? Bro. What are you going to say? Well, but I've said that I enjoy gaming before. Like I got online originally. I have some of my best friends are gamers. And that sounds really funny when I say it that way, but no, I started gaming online games with EverQuest 2, EQ2, and I got in this guild, and I'm still connected with the guild. I went to their wedding. I was actually one of the maids, bridesmaids, And again, amazing group of people. Now, I wouldn't say that the gaming community is as friendly and lovely as my yarning community, but I met some really great friends. And my daughter tells her friends that I'm a gamer, that I enjoy gaming, and they always get shocked, you know. So oh, it could be anything from a TV show to a city to a name to a food. Oh, okay. So Ambi says it could be anything. Carol Olson says, wash hands. Hi, everyone. And watching you. Hi, Carol. So nice to see you here. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, AJ, I'm with you on that one. I love true crime shows. Oh, you know what? I was watching on Discovery Plus. Evil Lives Here. Oh, that's so good. Have you seen that one? I also like Snapped. That's another one. Carol says smoking weed. You are not the only one there, Carol, but I can't. I get so useless and it bugs me. So I can't. Cherie says you may have taken too much melatonin to start. It is suggested to only take 3 grams. I did not. That could be the case. That could be. One of these days I may try it again. But yeah. David says people used to make a lot of assumptions about my musical taste because I have a classical background. They sometimes get quite defensive, thinking that I'll be very judgmental about their taste. Oh, well, just having a classical background, it just means that I think that you have a nice basic understanding of music. Like you have a nice base. And I stopped caring what people thought about my music tastes. I like pop, you guys. I like pop. I like blues. I love blues. I love the blues. When I say the blues, like I think one of them is Matt King, Jace something or other. You know, the guy who does the song for True Blood. He's got some great stuff. One of my favorites right now is Hugo. His name is Hugo. So good. So good. Yes. Oh, I can't wait for you to get rid of cable. Oh, you'll feel so free. And I really do like Discovery Plus. Sometimes I put it on while I'm working. I just let it play and I listen while I'm getting some work done. I watch Crochet on YouTube and on TV. Oh, that's cool. I'm watching Cold Justice right now. You know what I've been catching up on? It's not true crime, but I've been catching up on Cold Case. Well, not catching up. I'm watching all of it. It's no longer being produced. Ambi says to Carol, never done that before. Very nervous to do it. Yeah. Yep. Ginger says I've been married 4 times. That would be something very surprising. Better. I knew that. And David says people think I'm extremely judgmental when I'm not. I like almost all kinds of music. Yes, all kinds of music. It gives you like I don't know. There's good stuff. There's stuff that I can appreciate, but I won't listen to. One of those is hardcore rap, and then like the really hillbilly country. But that's it. Everything else I'll listen to, and I usually find a song or two that I like in it. Carol says I love true crime. One of my favorite is Joe Kenda Homicide Hunter. Ooh, Nightmare Next Door is also great. Ooh, I gotta like look those up. And there's also YouTube channels that have true crime stuff that I watched. Oh yeah, I enjoy it. I love it. I just realized that with Amazon Prime, I can get lots of amazing videos. I actually don't care for TV much at all, but BBC dramas, I'm there. Oh, you guys, a trailer came out for my show that I'm so excited about. I would show it to you, but I don't know if I'd get a copyright strike or something. But you guys, if you like high fantasy type shows and stuff, go check out the trailer for Wheel of Time. Wheel of Time. I love. I'm so excited, you guys. It comes out November 19th. Actually, I need to ask for that day off. I'm serious, you guys. I need to ask for that day off. Because what will end up happening is I will watch it and I will be talking on Twitter about it and I'll be watching the YouTubers talking about it. And yeah, so I'm so excited about it. Wheel of Time. Yes. Go find that trailer. It's the teaser trailer is out. Ginger, there's absolutely no judgment here. I think the romantic ideals we often hear about are unrealistic. Amen to that, David. My relationship with my husband, I used to tell him, I'm like, we have the perfect relationship because nobody else could put up with each other. Like, I'm the only person that could put up with him, and he's the only person that could put up with me. That's what I used to tell my husband, right? It's all about, I can take you. It's all good. Oh, A&E has its own YouTube channel. I need to check that out. I don't know why I didn't see that. Oh, Carol Olsen's been married 2 times. Ambi says medicine even sometimes messes with me. Does it, Ambi? Wow. Well, you know what? Do me a favor, Ambi. If you ever get prescribed an opioid, please make sure that somebody else manages it. If medicine messes with you, because it does some very different stuff to very different people. That's all I'm going to say on that. Bella says, I like the podcast about musicians and issues. Starts with a D. What is that? Carol Clark says, people are usually surprised when I tell them that I'm bipolar. They always expect people to be bipolar to be crazy. No, actually, and that's funny. I've known a couple of bipolar people in my life. Now, I will tell you that when bipolar people are in their manic phase, it is exhausting to me. It is so exhausting to me. but no, it's actually some of the most brilliant minds, I think, are bipolar. Because when they're going through their manic phase, I mean, just the amount of creativity and just energy, all that energy, it's infectious, exhausting, but infectious. Ambi says, I only have a learner's permit. Oh, that's interesting. And I remember you saying something about that before. Is there a reason why you haven't gotten a driver's license yet? Curious minds want to know. Bella says, British TV. I love my BritBox. David says, I know, right, Bella? And David says, people think I'm a nice guy, but I'm single-handedly destroyed my 14-year relationship with my own self-destructive behavior. I bet you're still a nice guy. Being self-destructive is some of the people that are the most self-destructive are also the biggest hearts. But it's hard to live with somebody who's self-destructive, so I can understand how that can affect your relationship. But I bet you're still a nice guy, David. Tiger Dragon Girl says, I tried melatonin once. It kept me up all night. Oh, it did the opposite. David says to Carol, I recently learned that there are more than one type of bipolar disease. My husband had bipolar too, which is he didn't really get the manic phases unless he was drinking, which he was not allowed to drink, by the way. Then he would get into the manic phases. But it was really just the crippling depression that he had. And one that is not as extreme as we might think of might apply to me. Yeah, that might be bipolar too. AJ says, most people are surprised to know I went to pharmacy school. Oh, so you're very knowledgeable on the medications and what they can do to people. And Ursula says, my father-in-law is highly bipolar and is for sure exhausting. But when his meds are fine, then he is so charming. Yes, right? And it's just managing those meds, right? Yarn Moods, I have to run. Hope to see y'all later. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Yarn Moods. I'm so glad that you were here. Remember, it's okay to be imperfect. We all are. Exactly. I'm perfectly imperfect. That's what I like to say. I am perfectly imperfect. And so are most of my projects. All right, let me go ahead and ask the next question. I love whenever we really go off topic, but I probably should ask another. And we're not off topic. We're just chatting. That's what we're doing. If I could have all of y'all circle around and we just have this big hangout place, I would freaking love it. But let me go ahead and ask my next question. When you are feeling stressed, how do you deal with it? So when you are feeling stressed, how do you deal with it? And David says, oh, wait, I already read that one. And oh, here we go. Abby says, if they are under the care of a doctor, one of my sister's exes was bipolar and self-medicated. And that is the road to destruction. So, and I don't know if you guys know, but my husband, he was bipolar 2 and also had schizoaffective disorder. He had a break about 7 years ago. So I think we've had a little bit of a tough time, but it's okay. It's okay. We managed. But I still remember that somebody telling me that he had more years because I stayed with him and we worked through stuff and we yelled a lot, but we worked through things. So anyway, self-medicating can be the road to ruin for a lot of people, unfortunately. The license thinks that, because of your anxiety. Do you take something for anxiety? And I get that. I actually am more anxious as a passenger than I am as a driver. But from what I understand, that's a little bit of a control freak thing. So AJ says, I crochet when I feel stressed. Bella says, crochet, read, or garden. And Maribel says, when I feel stressed, I take a nap or crochet. I'm a little with you there, Maribel. AJ says, also take deep breaths like I taught my massage clients to do when on my table. So you're also, not only are you a pharmacist, but you're a massage therapist too. Wow. Carol says to David, I'm bipolar with episodes of rapid cycling mania and depression. Reach out to me if you need to. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Yes. And Cherie says, I drink coffee, crochet, and figure out the solution to my life. Amen to that. Barbara says, I'm bipolar. I've taught myself to deal with it without meds. I don't and won't drive. Know a lot, but never finished college. I'm with you on that one. I never finished college. I'm probably about 1 to 2 semesters away from having a degree. And now I'm like, I don't even want to do that. I have a decent job. I'm okay. I'm good. Lori says, I used to sleep or eat or worry myself sick from stress. Now I do yoga or take a walk or crochet. Carol says, I work on my crochet. Ursula says, I withdraw when I'm stressed because I don't want people to see that I'm struggling. I want to deal with it and recover. I relate to this so much, by the way, Ursula, and recover, but I do not need one person or confidant. But I do need one person or confidant to talk to sometimes. We need people. I agree. Vicky says, hey, crochet. And Ginger says, nap. And I'm in there. I'm with you on that one. I have car sickness. Lori says, I have car sickness, so I struggle to remain calm as a passenger. I can understand that, especially on these windy roads. There's this one road where you go from the top of the mountain, like Highlands, North Carolina, down into South Carolina. And there's something about that road that if I'm a passenger, it is rough as far as car sickness goes. Busy B says, depends on the stressor. Go for a walk, yell it out, go into my room, a little corner and crochet, play in the flower beds, mess with pets, or clean house. AJ says, I never finished pharmacy school due to getting terminally ill in college. Oh, got you. Okay. I'm sorry about that. That's hard. Tiger Dragon Girl says, I spend a lot of time with my animals and or stitch when I'm stressed. Amy says, I cry, yell, sleep, and watch TV. It just depends on the situation. And Maribel says, hi, Ursula. AJ says, by the way, Mel, I finally talked about my illness on my YouTube channel. That's awesome, AJ. I need to go watch that. I've actually become very acutely aware of how I handle stress. So there's a few ways that I handle. When I'm in the big form of stress, like the where you feel that tension and you feel the weight and like you're being gripped with it. At that point, I tend to clean. I straighten up. I clear things off. I try to clean. I'm not much of a scrubber, more of an organizer. So I clean off the counters. I get things put away. I do stuff like that. I want to clean. Then as things start to loosen, but the stress is still there, Then I want to do things like crochet. I want to nap. I want to withdraw. I want to, so just as an example, because I have had a very stressful like month or so, what I've been doing is, and thank God for my yarn geek girlfriends, because amen to that. And you guys, but because otherwise I would withdraw completely. But I do tend to withdraw. I tend to uh, so I'd work, and then I get off of work, and I'm like, I just want to sit here and watch TV and totally disconnect. So that's what I do. I totally disconnect. But I force myself to go see my mom every Sunday when I didn't while she had COVID, but now I am. So I forced myself to go see her every Sunday, and my sister and brother-in-law and my lovely little niece, love her. And then every once in a while I check in. I do it more than every once in a while, but I check in with my yarn hooker girlfriends. Hey Reggie, so nice to see you. It's been forever. I'm so glad that you're here. Carol says I'm definitely a napper and a crocheter to relieve stress. Yes, and Ginger has a BA in psychology and an MBA. Hey, Jamie. Jamie says, I smoke until the stressed out feeling disappears. Reggie's in the house, says, hey, you all, just saying hi and giving a thumbs up. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it, Reggie. Mwah, thank you. Ursula says, sometimes stress makes me feel like I'm drowning in my bed. So then I get up, I have to change position, and that helps. Sitting at the kitchen table in the middle of the night with a cup of tea helps. Yes. Yes. Amen to that, right? Or beer, but that's just me. Vicky says my aunt, when we were growing up, she was 5 years younger than me. She would get car sick, but if she would sit on the floorboard in the back seat, she would get sick. I had a dog that got car sick, and we had to make sure that she didn't sit up on top of the table, that she stayed in the floor, because it was looking out the windows that was making her sick. Excuse me. Lori says, I've learned to tell when my stress is related to sleep deprivation and let go of nap guilt at those times. Yes. It's amazing what lack of sleep will do. I eat ice cream until I pass out. Oh, I love that answer. I love that answer, Ginger. Love it. Yeah, she would get sick. That's your aunt would get sick even when she was on the floor. Excuse me. My nose is starting to run, because that happens every time. And Tiger Dragon Girl says, sometimes I would watch YouTube videos. Sometimes when I get stressed. Yeah, I like that. It's 12 o'clock, everybody. My work computer tells me what time it is because I don't pay attention. David's channel is good for calming me. Oh, that's so nice. His voice is so pleasant and soothing. And Reggie says, I eat ice cream too, Ginger. Oh, she wouldn't get sick. I'm sorry. She wouldn't get sick if she was in the floor. Okay, so maybe it was looking out the windows and stuff. Maybe that's it. All right, I'm going to go through this since it's 12 o'clock on the dot. If you're new to this live chat, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Mwah. And everybody who joins me every week, yay! I love you all. Okay, so I have a giveaway at the end of my lives, and so that's going to be in roughly about an hour. The only caveat is you have to have been active in the chat within the last 5 minutes for you to be counted. That reminds me, I need to make sure that Nightbot is registering that everybody's in my chat chatting. So I will tell you that my channel members do get a little bit, they're 2 times more likely to win the giveaway. But if you win the giveaway, you can choose from these, and I get a lot of non-channel members that win. So please don't think that you have to. I'm just letting you know. Okay, so this is what you can choose from if you do win the Forest Babies. A 3-tiered tassel. These bags, because I keep opening and closing them, they're starting to get a little worn, but that's why I keep all this stuff in the bag. All right, and then kitty cat head buttons. Oh, and the Forest Babies, these are buttons, by the way. And then, and Reggie says ice cream is the over-the-counter kind of medicine. Amen to that. Okay, and then magical unicorns, which I was gonna send to Emmy, but I don't have her address. And then flowers. These are buttons also, and firefly buttons, star buttons, a little patriotic if you're in the U.S., and these cute felt ball coasters. Okay, so putting these back in my box. I'm hoping to add at least a few more things to this today when I go to Walmart. I usually pick up little things at Walmart, or if I have other things that come in that I think you guys would like. I will tell you, Darn Good Yarn doesn't have the little extras in their boxes anymore, you guys. So here's the latest box that I got from Darn Good Yarn. And let me show you what's inside it. So this is what it looks like now. This is the box, and it's been so long since I've done a Darn Good Yarn video, but I have. Where did my little? I had a blade here. Hey baby, can you give me a knife, please, so I can open this, if you don't mind? I don't know where my little blade thingy went. Anyway, what I was saying. Wait, hang on. Hi, not at the end. So I'm late, just chiming in. Hello, everyone. You're never late. Not the end. You're never late. You're always on time for you. Yes, and you're right, Bella. Stress is like highly individual. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. So I'm going to show you this. This is how they come now. So instead of just the one thing, I now get two. I got an extra one in the first time they changed over to this way, but you now get two things of their yarn, which this is really pretty yarn. Look at that yarn. What? How pretty is that? It's got like muted yellows and stuff like that. So I'm going to actually put the two of them up. And now you don't get that big card with the pattern. You have to like do this thing, and then you can go get the pattern that they have to go with the yarn. Oh, thank you, Amby. Oh, I forgot. Hang on. What? There you go. Just for you, Amby. So look at these. I just opened this. This is like the first time I've opened this. This is really pretty yarn. I love it. All right, so the two yarns, right? You can see a little bit more yellow, and whenever you look at them on the side, there's like a and I don't know that my camera's showing the true thing. Ah, that's so cute. All right, let me go ahead and there we go. Oh wait, I'm trying to stuff this back in here. The little tags that are on it are being difficult. Come on now, get in there. Yes, welcome, Amby. So nice to have you with me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I am going to post up today. I should have done it at the beginning of the month, and of course now it's the middle of the month. But I'm going to post up coupon codes and then access to any of my digital files that I create. Not so many right now, but I do create some. So, and I'll get that posted on the on my community tab. So, keep an eye out for that. So, but let me go ahead and ask the next question, you guys. Let's see here. How would you describe your communication style in 3 words? How would you describe your communication style in 3 words? So for me, I only need one. Direct. I guess upbeat is another one. I try to keep my communication style upbeat or positive. Positive. That's a good way to put it. My daughter's looking at me like hell to the no. But That's different. For the most part, yes. My conversation is usually upbeat until I've asked you to do something like 25 times, and then I have to ask you the 26th, and it's no longer upbeat. No longer upbeat. David's communication style sounds like yours, Ro. Don't bother me. She's like, yeah, it's about right.
Look, if I'm calling, it's an emergency.
Well, you know what? Actually, though, you're my little factoid queen. Whenever you really get into something, you like to tell me all about it. AJ says very long-winded. Cherie says direct with kindness most of the time. Yep, I understand that. I try to stay tactful. There are times whenever I'm not quite. I can be blunt, and I don't realize how blunt I'm. People tell me too many words. That's what Lori says. That's awesome. I love your too many words.
My friends come to me for brutally honest opinions.
Yep. And not at the end says from the heart. I take too many things serious when they are not. That's hard though. That's hard to determine. I understand that. Ginger says avoidant or when forced to communicate genuine and positive. I agree with that. Amby says if I know you, I'm talkative, especially with my family. I love that. Ursula says direct, considerate, and truthful. I love it. Reggie says, I know better. And Jamie says, hello to you too, Ursula. Tiger Dragon Girl says, friendly, happy, and honest. Bella says, direct, open, and mindful. I try to be open too. But there are times when I'm not. I'm going to be honest, even with myself, there are times when I'm not, and I need to work on that. AJ says, I'm a realist, direct, and compassionate. You are. I agree. Carol says, upbeat. Lori says, sometimes people say such beautiful words, and that's how I get tapped to do eulogies all the time. Oh, my gosh. Wait, how many eulogies have you done, Lori? Jamie says to AJ, may I ask you a non-medical but pharmaceutical question? And Ursula says, great, Lori. Oh, the question, Lacey, the question was, how would you describe your communication style in 3 words? And I got a little blurry. I'm a little blurry. Woo. I'm looking like one of Captain Kirk's love interests again. Or is that because I'm not wearing my glasses? I think I'm blurry. I'm good now. Who does eulogies all the time? That's why I was like, how many eulogies have you done, Lori? I'm glad that you write beautiful eulogies, but wow, I've done 4 and have 5 requests from people to do their eulogy when they. Oh, okay, so it's like a pre-eulogy. Wow. Amby says, don't know if this has to do with my communication, but people always tell me I'm sweet. I think it does, Amby. I think it does, and you are very sweet. And hi, Sarah. So nice to see you. Hello. Maribel says, really depends on the situation and the person. Usually direct. Yeah, I'm pretty direct. AJ says, sure, it's been since the 90s that I was in school, but if I can answer it, I sure will. and Reggie says, okay, seriously, I think I'm direct, clinical, and snarky. That's why I love you, Reggie. I love snark. I love a good snarky person. I can sometimes be snarky myself, but there are other people that do it so much better than me, and I have a deep appreciation for it. Amby says, oh, thank you, of course. Lacey says, honest, comedic, and long-winded. I love it. When's your next stand-up routine, Lacey? Busy Bee says, I can be direct, but I prefer lots of laughter. And I can, sarcastic. Yes, I should have mentioned that on mine. Yes. And I was not being sarcastic when I said that. I really am. Yeah. In fact, well, yeah, I was talking to my daughter, talking about the 26th time that I was asking her to do something. So I had this whole session with both her and my husband, and I showed them. I this is, of course, remember, she's like 15 at the time when I did this, but I'm like, here's a lesson on how to close drawers and cabinets. Look, the door opens this way, and then you close it this way. It's awesome. Let's try it again. Open, close. And then I did the same thing with the toilet paper. I'm like, here's the spindle that the toilet paper roll goes on. So here's where you, anyway, you know how it goes. So yeah. Ursula says, Reggie, you are kind to. Yes, I agree with that. And I missed what. Hi, Lauren. So nice to see you. Lori says, this is just in the last 3 years. My dad's was the first. Oh, and you did such a wonderful job on it that people, that people ask for more. That's nice. That's kind of nice. I like that. Abby says, I'm not quick enough to be snarky or sarcastic. I bet you are, and you don't even realize it. But I am, and it's just your mind doesn't go that way, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It really isn't. Reggie says, oh, Ursula, thank you, but don't put it on my headstone. Bella says, busy. Oh, talking to busy. And you guys, they're coming in quick, so I'm missing some, I know. If you want me to read it, just put it in again. Just don't super spam. All right, Naughty says, which is Jamie, says, AJ, I want a patch for the first time ever. Second one this morning. I put it on my stomach and that made it crinkle. Where's the best spot to apply a patch for people that like to move? Well, that's a good question. And AJ says, I forgot sarcastic too. Taught my mother and godson how to be sarcastic as well, but not a mean sarcastic. Yes. Lauren says, I'm heavily sarcastic, but it's a strong British trait. I really feel like that I would have thrived in Britain, in the UK. Tiger Dragon Girl says, people tend to chuckle when I'm sarcastic because I throw in an eye roll. There you go. That's perfect. Amy says, I have my times. Yes. We all do. AJ says, when I wear a patch, I wear it on my upper arm or my shoulder blade. It also depends on the medicine. I get it. So that was to Jamie. It's hard to type when you're lying on your back. I understand. No, I get it. But you stay laying down. Okay. So you guys, the next question. So if y'all missed the last question, it was how would you describe your communication style in 3 words? So the next question is, what criteria helps you decide whether to say no to something or commit to it? So what criteria helps you decide whether to say no to something or commit to it? And honestly, my number 1 criteria is time involved. How much time do I need to put into this? That is the first thing that I think about. And Lauren says patches are probably the best on an upper arm or upper chest. Bella says sarcasm is a language of my family. Yes. My daughter, I bought her a shirt. I think she still has it. I haven't seen her wear it lately, but it's a shirt that says I speak fluent sarcasm. Hard for us to be in public without some looks, right? Lacey says, do I have to leave my house? Oh, that's what you think about before you. Yeah. Do you have to leave your house? Then no. If I want to or not, how I feel about it. Okay, that makes sense. And AJ says some medications cannot go on the upper chest if it needs to be away from the heart. So those are put on the back. Good point. And Tiger Dragon Girl says, if it takes a lot of time away from my family, I say no. That makes sense. AJ says, I wore an opioid patch, so it had to be on my back or arm. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Reggie, I'm the same way. How much of my time will it take? That's the number one thing. There's other factors that go into it, but before anything else, I ask, how much of my time will this take? Well, and then when I'm at work, now how I deal with this at work, it's not how much time I would take. My question is always, so my question is, when do you need this by? Deadline. I need a deadline. And then I know whether or not I can say, okay, that's not going to happen, or okay, I can get it done. Ursula says, my rule, if someone asks me something that I would not ask of them, I say no and don't feel bad. If we're talking about things to do, family first. If family can't stay first, then no. I like that. I appreciate that. It is not unusual to hear why so bitchy from some comments. Yeah. And I get that. Bella says, I have a shirt that says Sarcasm Society. Like we need your support. Time. Who is asking and what is it? Yes, Andy. Those are good ones. I like that. Lauren says, yeah, but docs would advise on locations to avoid. You'd hope. Not all doctors are as communicative as you would wish, unfortunately. AJ says, best thing to do would be to call and ask your pharmacist. He or she can look up the med and tell you better. Lori says, I missed a new question. So the new question is, what criteria helps you decide whether to say no to something or to commit to it? What? Hold on. Jamie, you always give me so. What is happening in your kitchen right now? Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, what are you doing? Oh, that's hilarious. I'm not sharing that picture, but that is hilarious. And I'm sorry, you guys. I thought I could share, but I can't share that picture. Not the end says, if it goes against my moral code, then it's a quick no. If yes, sometimes but the timing is wrong, it's no. If you can't, no, can you reschedule? In the same turn, I evaluate before answering, regardless. Absolutely, always, yes. I agree with you 100% on that. And Jamie says, did that say tape it up until Tuesday? What? I missed that. Christy, why am I not seeing the emojis? I think maybe it's because I'm in StreamYard. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing the emojis. AJ says, my mom had to wear an estrogen patch and she wore hers on her upper arm, but I know some need to wear on the lower stomach area or lower back. Lauren says, to be fair, my mood would largely dictate, yes, right? Dictate my answer to something if it involves socializing, in which case I'm out. Hey, Connie, how are you? I'm doing great. Thank you so much. I saw that you sent me a couple messages. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes and this is to you guys that send me messages. Sometimes I'll check out for like a week and then I'll go through and respond to all my messages. So just a heads up on that. Especially lately, I find that I'm doing that. I disconnect for a little while, which is why I try to do my editing and get my videos scheduled for Tuesday so that there's always at least one thing going live each week. Busy Bee says, it's all about my feels. If I feel like doing it, I will. If I don't, forget it. Lori says, criteria, how much I've already said yes. Who is asking? Is there pay or financial investment? What's the deadline? I like those. I like that criteria. Carol says, how would it take away from my crocheting? If it takes too long, then I say no. Oh, you want me to share it? No. I can't share it. No. Okay, I'll share it. It's actually not bad, but the innuendo is all up there, so I'll share it. Okay, this is what Jamie was looking at while she's sending me the thing. Yeah, so this is what's hilarious. And I'm going to let it go into focus so that you can actually see what is there. But that is a pencil, a stuffed pencil that he is holding, everybody. But yeah, that's what made me laugh. That is what made me laugh. AJ says, I'm sure they told you that so that you would still get the drug from it and that it stays stuck on. Okay, so talking about the patch. And Lena, hi Lena. I couldn't use the estrogen patch. I was itching like crazy, so I got back to tablets, and now I feel normal again. Yeah, Ambi, always ask your questions. I love it. So Ambi has another question. Another question. Always ask. You don't even need to ask me. You can just go ahead and ask your questions because I love your questions. My cup is empty. That makes me sad. My coffee cup is empty. Hint, hint. Peanut. Ow. She's too busy cuddling a cat, I think. I'm sorry. Who is it? Oh, Ipit? Our little cuddler? Oh my gosh. Oh, I have this picture of Ipit. I got to share. Okay, so when I get pizza, this is what our cats do. So when we get pizza, we usually just leave it out because I don't like reheated pizza, and I don't like to put it in the fridge. So I leave it out like a college kid, but we into the next day. But this is what our cat does. Hang on. This is what our cat does. They think it's a bed. Yep, that's Ipit. He's a cuddler. But yep, he's like, oh look, it's a nice flat bed. Yay! Yep. Well, it doesn't get on the pizza, so I'll take it. Lori says, I thought maybe we were going to see some promiscuous produce in the kitchen. Well, it was close. Promiscuous produce. I love that. Yeah, you know what? I sent Jamie the Forest Baby buttons, and they got to her in curious positions. Safi lays on our pizza boxes. Exactly. They're like, "Ooh, awesome bed." And Ambi, her question is, what is something you dislike that would surprise people? Ooh, what is something that I do? Maybe this will surprise people. I do not like the scent of vanilla. I can't stand it. I like vanilla flavoring. I cannot stand vanilla scented things. It hits my nose the wrong way. I absolutely cannot stand it. See, everybody loves your questions, Ambi, because you come up with awesome questions. I love it. Yeah, gotta love pizza boxes, right? And Kitty said, lay on my pizza boxes. I told Rowan, or Peanut, that she has to have Stella with her tonight because Stella keeps and if you guys don't know, I have my feet, I have peripheral neuropathy, so I have nerve issues in my feet, and of course that is where Stella wants to sleep every night, all night. She wants to sleep at my feet, on my feet, across my feet. I'm like, please, baby, you need to stop. You are so cute, but not me. And my Rowan said the cutest thing is maybe she's trying to heal my feet with purrs because cats can heal themselves when they purr. David was distracted for a few minutes. He was working on one of his projects that he has to get done today. Oh, what am I doing? I was typing in, instead of my password over here to get into my work computer to get another question, I typed in asking. What? That is not my password, by the way. Ooh, Tiger Dragon Girl cannot stand ketchup. So, David, Ambi asked us all, what is something you dislike that would surprise people? Oh, Bella says, I love whiskey, bourbon, and scotch. And Ursula says, I love ginger in any flavor, whatever, but not in cookies. I don't like ginger in cookies. Really, one of my favorite cookies is ginger snaps. That is one of my favorite cookies. And Lauren says, are you interested in estrogen patches, David? That was a conversation, a pretty long conversation that you missed, David. So, yeah. If you're interested in estrogen patches, then I would scroll back up. And Jamie says, David, you missed my husband showing off my crocheted pencil. Ask Mel. Yeah, you might appreciate it, David. And Cherie says, I'm Sicilian, so surprisingly, I dislike mushrooms and anything in stewed tomatoes. Always blend them down. Ooh, I love stewed tomatoes, and I love mushrooms. Oh my gosh. I need to get some. You know what I used to do is I used to saute mushrooms in butter. And I would have that with eggs. When I was following the keto diet, which I need to do that again because that's actually what works best for me is the keto diet. But anyway, I would have mushrooms sauteed in butter with my eggs and bacon in the morning, and I loved it. Lori says, I did like rom-coms, or you don't like rom-coms? And Jamie says, oh, and estrogen patches. Maribel says, I cannot stand anything that has the primrose scent. That scent makes me angry, even at the person wearing that scent. Oh my gosh. I need to remember that if we ever meet, Maribel. But good thing I don't wear any perfume. Green and garden peas. I think that they are a work of the devil. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Bella hates pie and cobbler. What? That's just crazy talk. I'm just kidding. Busy Bee says, I can't stand bananas. Lauren says garden peas are the work of the devil. Oh my gosh. What is that different from like just the peas that you get in the can? Oh my gosh, both your kids hate bananas. That's what? Wow, my daughters always love bananas. Busy Bee says, dang it, didn't mean to send that yet. I can't stand bananas. I love banana bread, but just bananas, yuck. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Lima beans. I love me some lima beans. I like lima beans. Don't like rom-coms. Okay, so Lori doesn't like rom-coms. I enjoy rom-coms, but if I'm going to sit down and watch a movie for a while, I need to watch action. I love action or fantasy, high fantasy, or but I do enjoy a good rom-com from time to time. Oh, I'm not a fan of peach cobbler. I'm with you on that one, Ambi. I'm just not a fan of peaches, to be honest with you. Not cooked peaches. I'm okay with like fresh peaches, but cooked peaches. Although my daughter, the first time I gave her a peach, she was a little bit older. Hi, baby. Hi, handsome. You're my handsome.
I thought it was dirty.
Yeah, she's like, what is all this dirt? Because they're fuzzy, and we leave the skin on. Because that's what I do. No, you're not leaving me yet, because you're my cute boy. And Urso says my kids love banana bread too, but not bananas. Wow. And not at the instance to Bella. I hate cobbler, period, but I love pie. My sister's the same way, AJ. So AJ can't stand Jello.
Me neither.
Lauren says yes. Processed peas are canned. They taste better. Oh, okay, got you. Why would I ever serve vegetables out of a can? Because that's what I do. That is what I do. Canned green beans and canned peas. Actually, that's the only can. I like fresh asparagus. I prefer that over like a jar. I also like canned spinach. I love canned spinach. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Alice. I'm so glad. Oh, David says, Cass, did you say you don't like peaches? I'm sorry, but I can no longer keep company with you. I like fresh peaches, but I do not like cooked peaches. I don't like cooked peaches. Okay, baby. All right. Ow! Oh, that hurt, buddy. Ow! I was trying to avoid that. Ow! No, he just caught me with his back foot. Fudge. And that is not what I really want to say. It's not bleeding, but dang, that's smarted. It might bleed right there. Yeah, I think that's starting to bleed. Ow!
Yeah. He dug his back claws into my stomach.
Did he? Yeah, he does that sometimes. He has to. Anyway, all right. I was trying to get him in a better position to run off, and apparently I was not doing that quick enough. So anyway, good morning. I love beets. That is from Shannon. Hi, Shannon. Hello. And Ambi hates beets. I can't stand beets either. They taste like dirt to me. Tiger Dragon Girl says I can't do gelatin. It kicks in my gag reflex to the point of becoming dehydrated. Oh my gosh. Wow. Hello to my kitty cat. Mine is out cold in the foot of my bed. Yeah, he likes to snuggle sometimes, but when he's done, he's done. Bella says, only fresh spinach for me. Cooked greens reminds me of snot. Not appealing. I like cooked greens. But I grew up in the South. So Christy says, I grew up thinking I hated asparagus, but late in life I learned that it was canned asparagus that I didn't like. Fresh asparagus is amazing. I agree with that. As with all veggies, canning ruins them. Some cases I like it. Oh, that's okay. Hi, Samantha. Hello again. I grew up in Southern overcooked vegetables, but that is nowhere near as gross as canned vegetables. I like canned peas and green beans, but that's it. And French cut green beans. Nathan says, I don't eat them anymore, but I used to fry my beets. They were good. Lauren says, I don't like aubergine. And if I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sorry. I think you call it eggplant. Oh, okay, eggplant. But it is relatively obscure and easy to avoid for most meals. I wouldn't touch moussaka or ratatouille, though. I actually like eggplant, especially when it's in a vegetable medley or a vegetable soup. David says, I actually don't have experience with beets. I should try them fresh, of course. Samantha says, I will be at Yarn Hookers today and I'm getting my flu shot. Ooh, okay, that's good to get. That is very good to get. Greens with ketchup is heaven. Oh, I don't know about ketchup. I like it with hot sauce, like a hot pepper sauce. Alice says, for a week, I had to have Jell-O only diet. Ooh. Made from this vitamin smoothie, not fun. Ooh, yes. No, don't like it.
Warning, this guy's going into a kitty jail, so he might start screaming.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, he got me good. That one's, the middle of my hand is bleeding.
He's not misbehaving.
Oh, is he misbehaving? Okay. Fried eggplant is delicious. I agree with that. I agree. I love it. Anything fried can be delicious, right? No, actually, I am not a fan of fried okra. I don't like fried okra. And my sister loves it, but I do not like it. I don't like okra, period.
I like it.
AJ says, I like canned peas when putting them in a casserole. Otherwise, I love fresh. Ooh, you know what my favorite way to make a casserole? I don't have a full-size oven, so I haven't made one in so long. But what I would do is I would take rice, or actually it's like a rice mixture, like an Uncle Ben's or something, or Zatarain's or something, like a rice mixture. And then I put a cream of something that goes with it, like cream of chicken or cream of mushroom or something, soup in it. And then I use frozen veggies, and I like the smaller bite-sized veggies in it. So they're like frozen carrots and peas, and I prefer not to have corn in it, but sometimes it'll have corn in it. And I put that, and then I put it in the oven with some chicken across the top and some seasoning, and it cooks up, and it's like this great. You've got your chicken cooking and your side all in one place. I love it. I eat canned green beans with mayonnaise. Okay, Ambi, you and I cannot cook for each other. I'm just teasing. But canned green beans with mayonnaise, I've never had that before. And hey, don't knock it till you try it, right? Chrissy says eggplant oven baked with garlic is awesome. That sounds amazing. And Lauren says to Ursula, salt and drain liquid, grilled, broiled, is apparently nice for eggplants, but I'm no fan of the texture regardless. Texture is a big thing. That is a big thing. And David says, I once had to endure a pureed diet when I was in the hospital. They would shape it to make it look like real food, which added insult to injury. They might as well just hand you a can of baby food, right? Just, here's the baby food, eat the baby food. Oh, veg-all. Yes, veg-all. And I think veg-all also has some green, cut green beans in it as well. David says, I just made a slow cooker casserole with sliced ham, sliced potatoes, shredded cheese, and cream of whatever soup. Yes. I need to do a slow cooker casserole. So you put it in a slow cooker? Yeah, I would say it was a bit salty, but that's okay. I love my salt. So, and I have no issues with blood pressure. Uh, and Samantha says, I love fried Osaka. What Osaka? What's Osaka? Bella says, I can only eat broth soup for the next 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, just getting full just reading this. Oh my gosh, only broth. Oh, so I love soup. Don't get me wrong. And when we were very, very broke for a hot minute, we were broke, like really broke for a minute. Um, my lunches would be chicken broth, and the chicken broth was not like real chicken broth. It was like made. It was in a coffee cup, and where I heated up the water and put some chicken bouillon in a coffee cup. Yeah, yeah. I lost a lot of weight during that time, by the way. It's like it was called forced fasting. Forced intermittent fasting. Oh, your whole family except your sister does it? What? The green beans with the mayonnaise? That is crazy. I've never heard of that, but don't knock it till you try it. And I love me some mayonnaise. Ambi, do you have a mayonnaise preference? You're in the South, so if you give me I'm hoping that you give me the right answer. AJ says, when I was in college, I did not get the meal plan because everything was breaded or fried. I understand that. And there are so many salads you can eat. So I learned to make tuna casserole out of ramen noodles. What? Really? Wow. Alice says, at least the baby food method, we're not kidding ourselves about life's inevitable outcome. Isn't that the truth? Oh, Samantha says, I meant fried okra. Okay, gotcha. I was like, I didn't know what Osaka was, but okra. Yeah, my sister loves it too, but I never could. I never liked it. Ursula says, only broth soup for 2 weeks. That's like a fast. Exactly. That is like a serious fast. AJ says, when I go in for my pancreas, David, I am on nothing for a couple of days, and then liquids, then pureed, and I ask for my liquids back. Blue plate. What's blue plate? Oh, wait, maybe I missed part of that. David says that's an idea you can market. Forced intermittent fasting, right? I was broke. It's actually when we first moved here. I mean, broke. I had like $75 to buy groceries for a week or even 2 weeks for 3 of us. So I made it work. We had a lot of spaghetti and a lot of broth. And thank God that my child was getting school lunches because she's growing girl. She doesn't need to be fasting. She's very healthy weight. Bella says, I had a bone graft on my jaw, so nothing with pieces fit in the hole until the suture's healed. Oh my God. That makes me give me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. There's Lauren says there's no such thing as a good mayonnaise. Oh, there is though. My nephew put about 3 teaspoons of maple syrup on turkey burgers yesterday. It was great. That actually, I can see where that would be beautiful. Thank you so much, Samantha. I appreciate that. Samantha says, I love your shirt. AJ says, most hospitals do not have baby food. Oh, when my daughter was in as a baby, they gave her pureed, and she never ate baby food again. Oh, okay. So I did not know that. Fried okra isn't so bad, although if you cook it any other way, a little bit of lemon juice or another acid will reduce the slime factor. Yes, Ambi, mayo. No, what brand of mayo? Do you have like a particular brand of mayo that you prefer? Bella says, ooh, Lauren, I wish I had a plane ticket. Laura says, I got to pick up a prescription. Laura, I missed that. An invaluable service, school meals. Amen to that. Yep. She still eats her school meals, but she doesn't have to anymore. But yeah, boy, I was the only one working at the time, and we had to spend a lot of money to get here. So we were very broke for like a month. Sorry, gonna have to go. Been out in the fresh air. Oh, okay, Sarah. I'm so glad that you joined me. Thank you so much. all day and I'm falling asleep. Take care, everyone. Thank you for joining me, Sarah. Thank you. David says, I need dental implants at some point. You and me both. That happens. I'll probably have to go on a liquid diet. So as long as I get to choose the liquids, I'll be good, right? Right? If it's the spicy liquids. As long as I can have beer. Amen to that, David. That's what I was looking for. Amen to that. Look at that. Look at that. What my kitty did to me. War wounds. Oh my gosh, your granny, who's your great grandma, which I understand that. Grandma's grandma, and then there's granny. Yep. Would eat mayo on her butter beans. Oh, that's what you're trying to tell me. Blue plate mayo. I have not heard of blue plate. I'm so sorry, Amby. That I was like, is she telling me about a meal service? I don't understand. I'm so sorry. Okay, so blue plate mayo. I'm with David. I'm a Duke's girl. I'm very, very much a Duke's girl. Now, if I need to go cheap, then I'm okay with other mayos. Just never, ever, 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 ever Hellmann's. I have not had mayonnaise on French fries. I need to try that. I need to try that, David. Because I thought that's what I'm sorry. That's what I meant. Not Hellmann's. I meant Miracle Whip. I don't like Hellmann's either, but I really don't like Miracle Whip. David's like, you know which liquids I like. Amen to that. Hi, Nancy. So nice to see you. Oh my gosh, it's 12:43. I told you guys it always goes by fast. Plenty of calories in beer, right? At least, and gluten is a protein, right? Amen to that, right? I do get low carb beer, but still. Although, Alice, you would hate the beer I drink. I'm just going to tell you straight up, you would hate my beer. My beer is like one of the most American, watered down beers ever, and I have a feeling that you would absolutely hate it. Ooh, I used to mix mayo and mustard. Really? Mustard's really good for everybody, by the way. I didn't even realize this, but mustard is made from turmeric, and turmeric's really good for joints. So, or for I was reading up on that because if you eat the keto diet, then you start to lose some magnesium and potassium, and you start to get cramps. But if you can actually take like a spoonful of mustard, just regular old yellow mustard, and help with that. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. So if you have like you're starting to get cramps like a Charlie horse or something, consider that. Yes, Dukes all the way, Granny D. And hello, Granny D. How are you? David is correct about something. I think I missed it. One thing to avoid at all costs, Miracle Whip. Yes. Can't stand it. Yes. Hey, yo. Mustard is awesome for burns. Also, I did not know that, Maribel. See, I learned something. And Abby says for French fries. Oh, you mix the mustard with the mayo for French. Oh, I have to try that. So one thing I've been doing for a snack lately, I guess for some people it would be a meal, and sometimes it can be a meal, but I love making tuna fish. I take tuna fish and I mix it with mayonnaise, mustard, and relish, but it has to be dill relish, not that bread and butter relish crap. I can't stand it, but a dill relish. Mix it up and I put it on Ritz crackers. One of my favorite things. I love malted vinegar on fries. What? I've never tried that. That sounds cool. I know, Lacey. How did it get so late? I love chatting with you guys. I love mustard on a burger and on bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches. I've never had mustard on a bacon, egg, and cheese. You know what, David? Okay, so you guys, I live in a small town in the mountains. And I'm so excited because you know what? We are getting a Chick-fil-A, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a Cookout, which we don't have any of those. So we have plenty of other food eating establishments. I mean, we even have a Zaxby's, which I love to get wings from Zaxby's. So we have plenty, don't get me wrong, but the only thing that we don't have that I have to go down to Georgia for, because I live just like 30 minutes from Georgia. So I have to go to Georgia for it when I get a real big craving for it, is Checkers. And you guys, when I say I have to drive 30 minutes for it, that's not like unreasonable. I'm okay with that, you know? But I love Checker burgers and their fries. I love Checkers fries. Anyway, Ed says no mayo for him, which I understand. Um, oh, so you mix up mustard, mayo, and ketchup. Oh, you know what? Now they sell the secret sauce in a container. So I got that for my daughter. Because she loves that for when we make burgers. Speaking of which, we probably need to get burgers when we go grocery shopping today, Ro. Okay, I need to plug my computer back in. Oh, honey mustard is good. Mel, forgive me, but Chick-fil-A as a corporation supports people who want me dead. No, that's okay. I get it. I get where you're coming from. Totally get it. I do. Of course, if they really understood who is working in their stores. But and honestly, Hobby Lobby's the same way. Cookout was new to me when I moved to North Carolina, which I love Cookout. I love it. And Samantha says, I love honey mustard. AJ says, we just got a Trader Joe's. I need to find out what we need to look for there when my husband has time to take me. Yes. And they just got a Chick-fil-A, but a mile from you. A mile isn't far. Lauren says, haha, David, basic tastes here. Ketchup, brown sauce, Henderson's relish, Worcester sauce. I like both. And Branston pickles are about as adventurous as I get. AJ says, never heard of Cookout. So it's set up kind of like Checkers, where it's only outdoor and you have a drive-through on both sides. But they have amazing shakes. They're like crazy thick shakes. And you can pick from, like, you can get a plate, if I'm remembering right, because it's been a while since I've been to one, where you can pick like 3 things from their menu. And, they have chicken strips. So it's basically like going to a cookout. They got chicken strips. They don't have, I don't know if they have barbecue or like barbecue chicken, but they have burgers and hot dogs and stuff like that. It's really, really good. Lauren says, I promised a friend that if Chick-fil-A ever came to the UK, I would avoid it like the plague. Yep, and it is true about Hobby Lobby as well. Yeah, you never heard of Cookout? I would imagine they would have some cookouts near where you live, Ambi. Oh, In-N-Out. Yes, In-N-Out is so good. David says, I know I might be taking things too seriously, but I know of those 2 corporations as supporters of organizations and legislators, as opposed to equal rights for all Americans. And I absolutely don't disagree with that. Bella says, Samantha, In-N-Out. Barbara says, like all food, no teeth, like all food, no teeth. So some foods I can't eat. When first pulled, never lost weight, as it worked as a cook at a nursing home and knew how to puree food and still make it taste good. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to be coming to you whenever I have to get all my teeth taken out, because I'm headed that way. Spices and veggies are my favorite to get at Trader Joe's. Oh, yeah, David says to Bella, I keep forgetting how close you are. I'm in Wilmington. I miss Whataburger. I have never had Whataburger. David says, I really miss Smash Burger from the New York area. The nearest one to me, if I understand correctly, is in Durham. Oh, I see. I've never had that either. Smash Burger. Oh, you know what I do miss? And this one's a little bit more widespread is, what is it called? What was the burger joint that starts with an F? Five Guys. I really miss that too. You guys, we're at the 10-minute mark. What? So if you're new here, I'm not going to show everything, but I do a giveaway at the end of my live, which is I'm probably going to do in about 5 minutes. But you can choose from, I guess I will show them real quick just in case people don't know. You can choose from, if you win the giveaway, you can choose, and I'll send you this. And yes, I do send it internationally. You can choose from, these are flower buttons, kitty cat heads buttons, magical unicorn buttons, forest baby buttons, and a 3-tier tassel, and star buttons, a little patriotic if you're in the US. And then I call these fireflies. They're firefly buttons. And felt ball coasters. So that's what you can choose from if you win the drawing for the giveaway, which I will have here soon. You guys, time flies when I'm chatting with you. I love it. I love it. You just by chatting. So you have to have been active in that. So to answer Samantha's question, she asked, how do you enter the giveaways at the end of my lives? You just have to have said something within the been active in the chat within the last 5 minutes. That can be. I don't get a full burger there. I usually get the smaller burger, which is a good size burger. Somebody was saying Five Guys can be pricey. But yeah, I have to go back to work. Have a great day, everyone. You got this. Oh, Shannon, thank you so much for joining me on your break. I appreciate it. David says to Nancy, I hope you experienced Smashburger in New York. I was in Yonkers, and I used to drive a few minutes to get to Scarsdale. Smashburger and Joanne's was at the same shopping center. Lauren said, forgot to mention, love the pronunciation of Worcestershire sauce. We pronounced it as Worcester. Oh, in my world, it's Worcestershire. Yeah, the unicorns are so cute, aren't they? AJ says, I heard Trader Joe's has the best coffee. Is that true? What is everyone working? Samantha says, what is everyone working on right now? And what is everyone up to today? Nancy says, we have a Smashburger here, I think. Oh, you do? I didn't know that. Stella's coming. Stella's on her way over here. You guys are about to see Stella. There she is. There's my girl. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, beautiful. Hi. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kelly. So nice to see you. Oh, you slept in today. You know what? That's okay. I'm okay with that. I have never been to a Trader Joe's either. Yes, the unicorn buttons are magical. You're magical. Hi, baby. Yes, this is the one that likes to sleep on my feet. She loves to sleep on my feet. Oh, thanks, Samantha. I appreciate that. It says we have an Outback here, though I haven't been in years. I love Outback, but my favorite steak place is Longhorn. I hadn't either until this chat, Amby. Had never even heard of a Smashburger. I hadn't either. Lauren says, need to head off in a minute. Tea time here. Oh, okay. Burger King makes me sick. Oh, yes. Kitty time. Yes, my baby girl. Hi, sweet girl. You say hi to everybody. You say hi. You say hi. Yes, Caleb's. Exactly. Love Longhorn. It's one of my favorites. Texas Roadhouse. Oh, that's a good one too. Yes, Christy. Here's Stella. I need to do for my members. I need to do a little emoticon with Stella. Hi, sweet girl. I live in the Wiener Schnitzel. I love hot dogs. I drive 30 minutes to get them when I really want them. Ooh, that sounds yummy. I love a good hot dog. And I love loaded hot dogs. You know when they used to sell the different loaded hot dogs at like the Chicago Dog and all that stuff? I love the Chicago Dog at what is the name of that place? What is the name of that place that we could get the good chili dogs from, Ro? Yes, Sonic. They used to have the different hot dogs from different areas. Oh man, the CEO burger from BurgerFi is everything. Oh my God, you guys are making me hungry. It is lunchtime for me though. So, and now I'm trying to decide if I want Chinese or if I want a burger. Right, so it's such hard decisions. Okay, yes, Sonic. Thank you, Bella. Yes, those are some of my favorite places, Samantha. Yes, and we talked about Culver's Butterburgers last time. Yeah, we talked about those last time. All right, you guys. So it is 12:56, which means it is drawing time. So let's see who won, right, Stella? Let's see who wins. Hang on just a minute. Oh, okay. Let's see. see here. Ambi! Ambi won! Ambi won! Hi, baby. Hi. Congratulations, Ambi. Congrats, congrats. Yay! All right, I got to go back over here. You couldn't get it to work. Oh, no. Well, you know what, though? I have to make sure I check. David, one thing. Every time I start up a new chat, I have to go over to the giveaway and do a refresh because it won't, unless I'm sitting in that tab on the giveaways, it won't register that people are chatting. So I have to do that. It does have a great giveaway functionality. Oh, David, tell me more. I did not know that. What? You have to tell me about that, David, because I did not know that StreamYard has that functionality. Oh, and is it only for people who are paying, or is it for the people who get it for free too? Inquiring minds want to know. All right, Stella, are you ready to say goodbye and go get some lunch? Yeah? You ready? No? You don't care, as long as you're getting some attention. She's lost some weight. I think I might have to start the Nightbot contest when I begin. Yes, and that's what you have to do, so it registers the chat. That's why. Ooh, if I ever get to Anderson, Indiana, I'm going to be asking what that is, Kelly. All right, so you guys, it is close to time for me to say goodbye. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. You say bye. Your brother hurt. Look at that. Ouch. Your brother hurt my hand. I need to go get a Band-Aid for it. Yep, he hurt my hand. All right, you guys, regarding StreamYard, I'm just going to read this real quick. I don't know whether it's a paid functionality. I don't know. However, that's after all the postage I paid this week. I won't have another giveaway until my birthday in December. Ah, David, that's right. You're in December. What day in December? I can't remember. Because I'm a December baby too. Tell us, Stella. Mion Kitty says hi. Oh, Mion Kitty says hi. Mion Kitty says hi. Yeah. And why are you growling? Why? She's a grumpy kitty. Not to me. She's a grumpy kitty, though. She's seeing the other cats walk by. I think that's why she's growling. All right, you guys. It is time for me to say goodbye. I want to say thank you all so much for joining me here today. I hope that you guys join us tonight over on Julie's channel for the Yarn Hookers. We're going to be talking about hippie stuff. Oh, that's right. That's right. David, I'm December 6th. I remember that now. Okay. Anyway, thanks, Carol. I'm so glad that you enjoy it. In some months, right? Okay, 240 months. You crack me up. You guys have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. Please don't forget to join us tonight for the Yarn Hookers over at Julie, who is Whippy Chick Crochet, over at her channel, and I will see you then. So goodbye, you guys. Bye. Mwah.